hurt lah to lose 12-3 to 15-13. But what can you do now?
We have our 2 maps.
It already happened. You just
Same
need to
now.
reset.
It doesn't matter now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You just need to reset.
We came back from the international events with not being the highest on confidence. I would say it not going how we expected or how we wanted. So then we just had to make sure that we find our form back again. We just put a lot of time into practice. We didn't take any time off really. Just came back and grinded again, understanding that we need to update a little bit on the meta as well because we didn't really have a lot of time. So it was a little bit hard for us to innovate, but we tried a lot of different things. And then of course we didn't get off to the best start against GE. So that one was a little bit of a mood dampener, but we also understood what we had to do. We knew our group is really hard. We knew that even before starting. So we just knew we had to put in a lot of time. Last time we also lost our first match versus Nongshim in stage 1. So we knew it's not like it's impossible just because we're off to a bad start. Doesn't mean that the season is over or anything. We just had to grind. Yeah.
Pas lawan GE, kayaknya kita udah confidence issue, kayak udah kelamaan kalah, terus lupa gimana rasanya kayak menang gitu loh, confidence-nya hilang. Terus ya udah kayak kita realize itu kayak salah satu kekurangan kita di awal stage 2, terus ketika kita udah sadar udah jadinya udah jauh mendingan banget sih confidence kita.
I think about the GE game, we travel a lot at that time, and we were on the losing streak, so our confidence went down a lot, I must say. And yeah, at that point we need a win, and luckily we got it the game after, so we can survive. After Gen.G game, we already talked to each other like we feel that win was very important. We feel better, even better than the state 1 trophy, because you know after so many loss, you finally got a win. So I think it's good.
Ngaruh sih, kita jadi jauh lebih pede lagi karena kita tahu kan Gen.G itu salah satu top tim di dunia. Kayak mereka benar-benar promising banget dari Toronto, EWC, terus kita bisa ngalahin mereka tuh benar-benar poin penting banget sih. One inside, kejar.
There's a lot of pressure on us, especially for the Team Secret match. Going from winning stage 1 to not even qualifying for stage 2 is a bit spooky. But yeah, I'm glad that we could get it done. We really tied ourselves down and worked really hard to make sure that we could get that win and also bounce back from the loss from DRX as well as the first map.
I think it's just a little bit mental thing. When you win 12 leads and you lose some rounds, maybe like it's not going well. Now it's like 12-6, 12-7. Maybe you start thinking like, oh, maybe we can lose. So like you add some pressure on yourself, and like it's a really tough situation. I mean, even then it's like we've played really poorly. We should have closed it out. Like we had many chances, but it ended how it ended. At least it's good that we could bounce back and like didn't mental breakdown after first map.
But we went out together, no? We were in the smoke.
No, I mean we go inside and no one watching CJ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they flash smoke. They go inside smoke.
Match Secret ini tergantung siapa yang lebih pengen ke playoff sih. Jadi kayak menurut gue, kalau dari segi playernya kita main-main aja, kayak kita nggak terlalu banyak pikirin karena di saat posisi lu di stage, pas lu di situ di otak lu cuman main game ya. Cuman kalau di luar itu ya bener sih big game buat kita, kayak kita kalah ini kita out, kita menang kita ke playoff.
Ya pastinya gara-gara kita belum tahu ke playoff-nya kapan sampai kita menang lawan Secret, jadi ya itu bikin ya lebih serem lah, jadi lebih serem. Tapi juga jadi lebih seru gitu karena kita kayak nggak tahu hasilnya gimana. Kalau Yang stage 1 kan kita udah tahu dari beberapa minggu sebelum, jadi kayak anti klimaks gitu. Jadi kita kayak bikin lebih seru lah.
Deg-degan sih. Karena terakhir kita lawan Secret kalah kan ya. Kalahnya juga nyesek lah. Kita terlalu ngeremehin mereka. Terus sekarang kita udah nggak ngeremehin mereka, tapi tetap kita kena comeback map satunya. Pertama kali kita ke comeback tapi kita yang menang, kita yang close series-nya. Tapi sekarang map pertama kita kalah. Itu bener-bener kayak apa ya? Emosi aja sih sama diri sendiri, kayak kita kecewa aja kenapa kita nggak bisa closing mapnya. Padahal opportunity-nya bener-bener banyak banget. Terus ya udah, terus mode marah. Map 2, map 3 udah sih. It's a bit hard lah to lose 12-3 to 15-13. But what can you do now?
We have our 2 maps.
It already happened. Just
Same
need to
now.
reset.
It doesn't matter now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just need to reset.
But we need to focus. If we feel like a little bit under pressure, it's the comms that's gonna let us down, not necessarily the shooting. Yeah. It's the micro comm. We need the micro comm. It's something we've been talking about for a long time with the agent roles. How the meta has changed to no longer be very much of a double initiator. It's something where we had to find our own identity and how we want to play as a team. What works for us, the calling style that fits Crazy Guy. So the compositions are tailored towards that side as well. So it's just something that's an ongoing discussion with all of us, seeing how many guys we can get on comfort roles, and even if that means someone needs to flex a little bit more. But it's not like we're trying to force anyone onto something that they're not comfortable. Everyone is on board for the same thing. Everyone has a lot of say in terms of what we play as well. And then at the end of the day, I'll try to decide what I feel like is best, and we'll discuss it together. It's just something where we feel like there's been some recent buffs to Wele, which makes her quite strong, and it's something that just Jimkin really enjoys playing as well. So it's something that we leaned into a little bit more, creating something a little bit more new. So yeah, I think there's pros and cons with it, and we've adapted and changed quite a bit. But we're still trying to find the sweet spot of how to get everyone as comfortable as possible and play the best Valorant we can.
Yeah, I think for us, for the comps, it was mostly just finding out who needed to play what role. In terms of like the double duelist, I think that was something that we really liked and we started to lean into. Jumpkin really liked the Waylay. And then obviously Manya is really good at the Neon. So it was a lot of just testing around that, figuring out who needed to play what.
I mean, it's just all about trying to find the balance and like what suits us more, like what fits us more. So I feel like we're kind of getting at it. Even like all our matches is also like testing new stuff because we don't have much time to prepare. So I think it's okay, at least for me.
Kalau buat gue, jujur gue masih struggle sih sedikit di Sentinel. Karena jujur di Scrim kita oke kalau selama gue Sentinel. Cuman saat di turnamen ini banyak kayak hal-hal atau kayak momen-momen yang gue nggak pernah ngalamin di Scrim. Jadi kayak gue lumayan kaget juga kalau di turnamen gitu. Dan ya gitulah, masih sedikit struggle gue.
Karena kita lagi pengen cobain meta double duelist. Jadi kita mau nggak mau harus mainin Cha di duelist. Jadi gue yang nge-fill smokernya karena kita di tim kita nggak ada yang bisa main smoke kecuali gue sama Cha. Jadi gue yang fill smoke-nya, terus sentinelnya si Kusi yang main. Buat role change-nya sih dibilang pas lagi latihan oke aja sih. Kita benar-benar selalu ngedominasi lah kalau di latihan. Tapi mungkin ya latihan sama turnamen selalu beda, jadi ya kita lagi coba-coba pelan-pelan lah berkembang sama meta itu.
Ya itu wajar aja sih, karena kan Valorant menurut gua, lu nggak bisa stick satu role aja, lu harus belajar role lain juga. Walaupun lu sejago apapun, lu di role itu lu juga harus ada role lain kan. Kebetulan karena sekarang metanya berubah, kan lagi nggak double initiator, jadinya si Kong sama si Chess kan tabrakan role-nya. Ya jadinya lumayan susah buat mereka berdua. Jadinya Chess yang berkorban buat main Sentinel. dan itu pun masuk akal karena Kong juga sebagai caller lebih enaknya pakai inisiator.
I think it's better now. Like we try so many times. Like I know some people gonna be uncomfortable on the agent or something, but everybody need to learn. Even like when since I joined RQ, I need to learn so many new agents also. Like KO, Omen. I only play like Brimstone before, but now I need to learn on few maps. So I think everybody need to step up because you play as a team. It's like sometimes you need to sacrifice. You cannot always be the one who need to feel comfortable and the rest don't have that feeling.
I think that probably the most important game was the Genji game. We managed to gain a lot of confidence back after having a good showing against a good team. Understanding also again that we are a good team and we have what it takes to perform well, and that we can replicate at times the form we showed in stage 1, and that's something that we want to do a lot more consistently. So I would say that game was really important for confidence for us. And then I think this secret game again will be important for us that we just played, where we ended map 1 in a rough way. So being able to bounce back and having really 2 clean maps afterwards, it was really important for us in stage 1. Also, when we lost to secret, there's a lot of things that we learned, and that helped us for playoffs. And this time, I hope that we can learn from the win as well, and we can carry that forward into playoffs.
Main goalnya sih tetap ke Paris ya, karena itu udah impian gue buat ke Champions udah lama banget. Terus tahun ini mungkin salah satu tahun yang kesempatannya paling memungkinkan gitu loh buat kita make it to Champions, jadinya gue nggak bakal sia-siain sih kesempatannya.
Kalau qualify Paris katanya disuruh cosplay-nya.
Ya kalau qualify boleh deh.
Oke.
Cuma jangan effortnya terlalu banyak.
Gue nggak terlalu mikirin banyak tentang defending champion sih. Gue cuma pengen main gamenya aja, dan hopefully kita bisa dapat experience tambahan buat ke Paris ke champion nanti.
I think for me, I just think like first before we talk about protect our trophy, we need to secure our ticket to Paris first. So our first game will be T1, and if we win, we're gonna meet Paperex. All the opponents in playoff is very hard, so we need to work harder, I think.
I mean, I think winning stage 2 would be nice, but even then, still main goal is qualify to champions. Even if you don't win, we still need to think like still fine, because on champions you don't have such a big advantage like going to playoff straight. If you got first seed, I think it's like you just play against like weaker opponents. Like I think first seed play against number 4, so it's still fine. Even if you get last seed, it's still like playable. It's okay. Like, you have chance. So just need to always learn. Like need to learn new things.
Nah, buat Kingdom semuanya, thank you yang udah dukung kita. Sampai detik ini kita bakal coba yang terbaik buat di playoff nanti. Kita bakal kasih semua kekuatan kita lah yang kita punya pas di scrim, kita bakal pindahin itu semua nanti di playoff nanti.